This is Kara from Kara Tarot with a general reading for Thursday, September 18th, 2025. I'm doing my own Trinity Spread, and the decks that I'm using are the Camena Tarot, a majors only deck, the Curious Travels, and the Craft Felt Tarot. I've already shuffled the decks and cut them. This layout breaks any question into 3 parts, and since this is just a general reading, I'm going to just consider this to be topic, obstruction, and action. The topic is the flood. This is one of the additional cards in this deck. I'm going to have to look that up, make sure I know exactly what that is. Inevitability, sacred destruction, erosion and emergence, metamorphosis, inescapable motion, impermanence, ritual undoing, the devouring goddess, cycles of consumption. The 8 of Wands. Wow, and the 8 of Wands. Okay. This is the interesting thing about using 3 different decks. You can get that double message. Okay. So the flood is something that's rushing at you, and both of these are rushing at you. This is instability. So the topic today is instability, destruction, things. Let me look at those words again. Sacred destruction is she is neither merciless nor merciful, for she does not consider. She is only motion, devouring and transformational, the silence that follows collapse. To resist her is to sink beneath the tide. To surrender is to be carried into the unknown, and yet, beneath her wake, something stirs, green tendrils pushing through the silt, the fragile breath of what comes next. So this is another major transformational card. We have, and yet there is a great deal of growth. We have snakes, and we have mushrooms. This is somewhat this time of year here where I live as well. So it's the change of season. The topic is the change of seasons this time of year, the changes that are inevitable in this time of year. The things working against change. Oh, another one of the new cards. And the Traveler's card from the Curious Travels. And generosity here. This card is called the Dream Tide. To follow her is not to drown, but to dissolve, to slip from one's outline. The interpretation, resonance, illusion, hypnotic pull, surrender, the disillusion of boundaries, the unseen made audible, the echo without origin, mirrors that do not reflect the truth, ripples that rewrite reality, fluid identity, escapism, and the uncanny. Almost like a drugged dream state. Interesting for me today because my vertigo today is so severe that even just lying in bed this morning, I was swimming around. So if this is working against this is the transformation, but this is illusions and untruths and instability. So both of these are unstable. So today, I have a lot of instability. The Traveler's card is a card about being open to the changes, and which is very good since these are rushing at you. Being curious and open and investigative and willing to explore. And then this card is the generosity card, the Six of Pentacles. But these are the things that are working against you. So this openness, your generosity, are things that could cause you to get swept into falsehood. So this is kind of a warning here. Today, especially, and this is a major in this deck. These are not. So these things coming at you fast and furious today, those are transitory, but your openness and your willingness to suspend disbelief could get you into trouble. That's what's working against you here. And then an action to take today. Take action, the Chariot. And Justice. Interesting. Okay, so to take action today, you need to drive forward, and you need to take the reins. You can't just let things sweep you along. Today, you're going to have to take the reins, and you're going to have to plan, think constantly, remind yourself to stop and think long range. So, reins and range. You're going to have, as you move forward, try to remember your highest self, your brightest light that you're going to hold up, your inner vision, and your long range vision. You cannot, even if things rushing at you, you're going to have to take a moment, pause, and reflect about anything that's coming your way. Is it fitting your best, strongest long-range intentions and your long-range plans? And you're going to have to weigh it with justice. You know, this, especially here, we've got this possibly false visions or kind of narcotic dream. So you're going to have to have your sword and your mirror. Interesting, this is the mirror of false illusion. This is the mirror of truth. So you're going to have to investigate and explore things fully and weigh them well before you make a decision, and then move forward with your highest intention. But these have to work together for you to be having the safest kind of a day. Now, of course, these are all majors, these three, because they're from a majors only deck. This is a major here. Your openness, all of these things that are marvelous qualities. Your openness, your willingness to explore, your willingness to investigate. But that can work against you in terms of your innocence and your openness. And this is where you're going to have to use this discernment today. Both of these longer range impulses. This is an ephemeral rush coming at you. And even your generous impulse may be passing. And this is probably more of just who you need to be through all of this. Something to hold on to is not the person that rushes in right away thinking that they know everything. You need to be the person that takes a step back. Allow your horse to graze while you plan. And use your full discernment. Make sure what's reflected to you is real. Make sure you can cut through the things that are not real to protect yourself as you move forward. And I'm going to add a few. And that one fell out, so I guess that's it. Okay. So, so adding to this, I would say that there's someone else involved in this situation. Interesting, you've got two of these things rushing at you, this flood of activity. There is someone else directly involved. How you deal with it is entirely up to you. And you need to make that decision alone, how you deal with that, because it's going to affect the other person. Here, the things working against you are increasing, and it's going to affect both of you that are involved in this situation, and it's moving to a situation of, well, this makes sense. These are the things working against you, so you're having a little antagonism, quarrelsomeness. It could be that someone wants you to act on this right away and is going to be impatient with you for not. And this, in terms of being impatient and quarrelsome, that's very stable. That's so that's not going to go away today. That's going to be something that kind of sits there and keeps pressuring you today. And then we move from the instability of a 3, which can be the forward momentum of the Chariot, that kind of falling forward momentum, to the stability of a 4. And that, yes, that's exactly what you need to do with yourself today. As I mentioned before, you need to make sure you're on much stable footing, that you're very solid before you move forward, although the impetus will be to move forward. And the reason why is because if you don't do this, then you could be falling backwards. In a metaphorical way, you could be falling backwards. This is Cara from Cara Tarot. I hope my Trinity Spread today has been meaningful to you. And if this doesn't resonate, if this doesn't feel like something that's going to have meaning for you today, I hope you're just enjoying the cards. The Camena Tarot Majors, the Curious Travels, and the Craft Felt Tarot. Thank you.